and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine and Agony today by Pleadian healers. So what are they in agony about today? What do they want you to know? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So what do they want to say to you today? Flying up the deck here. Okay, I feel there may be a couple more cards. Let's just see. Is there anything else they want to say? Yeah, not many others coming out at all there, but I feel the first cards are going to be super powerful anyway. So I'll see what's going on. I am ready. They're letting you know they're ready now. They're ready for change. They're ready for a new beginning. They're ready. They may still be healing things or tying up loose ends, but they are ready in their head. I am ready to live my best life. I am ready for this love. So they're ready. And I feel they are preparing so much inside because it's like they are getting ready, set, go. So I'm ready to live my best life. You inspire that in them, you bring that through to them, and they're ready for this love with you. So they're saying, I am ready for this. I am going to do what it takes. And in the early reading, it's very clear that right now, whatever's going on, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So have faith in this love. And they're saying, will you still love me even when I'm no longer you? And they're giving me lungs as well, no longer young and beautiful. And I feel someone may have lung issues, or they may have breathing issues, or maybe one of their family members had breathing issues and they're worried about that. So they're thinking about the future here. Will you still love me even when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Now, this card here, young and beautiful, it doesn't matter whether they are a guy or a gal, but I definitely feel that someone is watching whose masculine is a lady, and they may be worried about aging, the aging process. Now, again, this could be about if there's an age gap between you. They may be thinking about that, especially if they are the older one. They could be thinking about their looks, or are you going to want them? Okay, and this is something they go through too. So it doesn't matter whether you were the younger one or the older one, or there is no age gap. They are worried or thinking about if you're still going to want them. And of course you are. This is ego. It's fear. And they give me that song, when I get older, losing my hair many years from now. Will you still love me? Will you still hold me when I'm 69? I think that's the song. I'm pretty sure it is. I think that's the words. If I find it, I'll share it on the channel. But that's what they're afraid of. Are you going to still want me when I'm older? Are you still going to want me? And they'll always be the same to you. It doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter what they go through, what the conditions are they have. You will want them no matter what. And I do feel someone is worried about a breathing condition, or maybe someone watching is on a breathing machine, like a sleep apnea machine, and they may be worried about that too. Are you going to love me when you recognise that there are things about me that you may not know or you may not see? Or conditions, or will you still love me if, things aren't right with me in the future? When I get older, losing my hair many years from now. So again, they give me that song. But of course you're going to find them beautiful and attractive and sexy and handsome, no matter what, because they're the same person inside. So this is definitely something they worry about, because they also see you as amazingly beautiful and attractive, and they worry that you might move on to something else or someone else. Yeah, my confidence has taken a hit, and I've never felt as low as now. Now, what I'm actually connected with here is for those of you who are dealing with someone who's been in a connection for a long time with someone, a karmic connection, for example, and they've been with the same person for a long, long time, and that relationship is very toxic, or it's just very friendly now. There's no intimacy. There's nothing going on. They've lost all the confidence. They're not the person they used to be, perhaps years ago when you knew them, or even recently. They're saying, my confidence has taken a hit. So they're not feeling sexy. They're not feeling attractive. They're not feeling young. They're not feeling beautiful or handsome. They're feeling aged and withered away from being in that cycle that's just ground them down. Or all they've been doing is being stressed out, or they've been working hard, so they feel like they've lost all the confidence. And I feel what they're letting you know here is, because there is karmic endings taking place right now, and they're letting you know that when they come to you, when they are free and they come to you, it may take a while for them to feel strong again. Or they may need to work on their own identity again, or building up their confidence again. It's not like they're going to come straight to you and just be this wonderful, happy-go-lucky person. They're going to have wounds. They're going to have wounds, especially if they've been in long marriages or long relationships or long situationships or whatever it is they've been through. And they want you to know that. This could also be if they've been healing addictions. Their confidence may have taken a hit because they're not doing that drug anymore or that substance or taking that sip of alcohol that perhaps give them courage. You know, not the right courage, obviously, but give them the freedom to remove their inhibitions, or perhaps it give them a sense of confidence, the wrong sense of confidence, because obviously it's never good to take substances to make you feel high or stronger. However, I feel they're letting you know that they are worried that you may not like them as they are without those things. So letting you know that they're not feeling confident, but you build their confidence up the way that you make them feel. Yeah, look at this. Will you still love me years down the road or discard me for someone else? So they've got serious fears around you moving on, about you having them perhaps for a certain amount of time and then not wanting them anymore. And this can also put fear in them if they're thinking about leaving things behind and being alone. I don't want to be alone. So really it's about wounds. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be left on the shelf. I don't want to be on my own. It's like an inner child wound there. The inner child is crying in fear. What about me? And you're not giving them any reason to think that you're going to leave them or discard them or not want them, but these are their own inner fears. And they want you to know that. So they're thinking, will you still love me years from now? Are you still going to want me? Or are you going to discard me for someone else? Is there going to be someone else more confident than me that you want, or better looking than me, or younger than me, or someone who is healthier than me? Will you want me? So these are fears they're going through. She doesn't mean anything to me. So this is like, you know, if there is a karmic partner or there is someone they're spending time with, he or she doesn't mean anything to them. So there's no need for you to panic or worry or get jealous or think there's competition, because there isn't. I don't want to sneak around anymore feeling ashamed of myself for not being true to myself. So they want out of that karmic cycle. That person doesn't mean anything to them. They want freedom. They want to be free to be able to pursue you the right way, because they don't want to sneak around. They don't want to lead a double life. They don't want to hurt anyone. They don't want to wear a mask. They don't want to have an affair. They don't want to cause trouble. They want to be able to love you out in the open, the right way, in a real relationship. That's what they dream about. I've gone through so much and still feel I'm never enough. So again, they're saying I don't feel good enough. I've gone through a lot in my life, and we all do. So again, this is a little bit of victim mentality where they play the victim a little bit, saying I've been through so much and poor me. But they are kind of letting you know that they don't feel good enough for you there. You are my anchor, the one I left behind. So you're the anchor. You're the one that's kept them strong throughout the time that you've known each other. And you're always where they come back to. So you return to each other. It's like all paths lead home. And they're saying, I left you behind. You're the one. And I left you behind. And I feel they feel really bad about that, because they're saying you're the one and I left you behind. But you are my anchor, and I'll always find my way back to you. And I'm working through my fears to do this right now. And I toss and turn at night and have over and over sleepless nights, one after another. So they're having sleepless nights and panic. Not necessarily now about walking away from the karmic situation, because they've already planned that in their head. They already know that's what they want to do. But more about what's going to happen after. What's going to happen after when we're together? Are you going to want me in 30 years? Are you going to still be attracted to me, or are you going to leave me for someone else? This is their biggest fear. If I leave this person here, are you going to leave me? Will that be my karma later down the line? Or if I leave this, are you going to leave me? So I feel there's real fears around that, and they are going over and over this in their mind. They may even be having nightmares about it. Maybe they dream that you were married in the future and then you walk away, or maybe they dream that they're waiting at the aisle for you and you run off. You're the runaway bride or the runaway groom. So saying, I am ready to live my best life with you, and I am ready for this love. I just hope you want this too. Because when I'm older, when I'm struggling to breathe, or you know, I'm doing this or I'm doing that, or I can't do this very well anymore, I can't do that anymore. Will you want me? And that's their biggest fears. And of course you will, because they are your person, regardless of looks or health or anything. It really is till death do us part with you, and there's no getting away from it. So they'll always return to you. You are their one, even if they've left you behind. They don't want to sneak around feeling ashamed anymore. And it really is ashamed of hurting you and not being able to give everything to you, because a lot of them stay where they are because their confidence has taken a bashing and they feel like they're not the person they used to be. But they are ready for change, so they're working through those fears. They're dealing with that pain. They have gone through a lot, and a lot of them don't feel like they are enough because of the person that doesn't mean anything anymore. So that person may have manipulated them or ground them down or reduced them to a version of themselves they perhaps don't even recognise anymore when they're looking in the mirror. And that's why they're saying, will you still love me even when I'm no longer young or attractive? Will you still love me when I'm older and maybe a bit wiser, but maybe not quite the person I am today? Are you going to discard me for someone else? It makes me toss and turn at night, worrying about that. Sleepless nights, one after another, worrying. But of course you're not going to leave them because you love them. And that's the message from you to them, that you're going to love them no matter what. And that's why I do feel that many of you will get married, even if they've still got to come out of a marriage, or they've said they will never marry again, or maybe it's something you've never wanted, because you want to belong to each other. Because when the ring is on the finger, there is a sign that you are going to love each other until the end. However, you already have that ring regardless, because you have a sacred union that goes beyond vows, goes beyond a piece of paper, a ceremony, a ritual. You're already married in the eyes of God. So it's just the union that makes it possible. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.